The biggest rise of misinformation around pre-workouts, fat burners, and supplements is happening right now in front of our eyes. With the dietary supplements industry projected to grow well beyond $240 billion by 2028, questions around their usefulness and efficacy arise. These 7 supplements are either worth the money or a complete scam, and I'm gonna reveal the truth one by one. Number 1, whey protein powder. Now, I wanna make one thing very clear. Both this and this are great ways to hit a protein goal. This one just has some more nutrients in it. Now that we cleared that up, this is not magical fairy dust. Protein supplements are exactly that. They are supplements. Try to get most from nutrient-dense foods. And if at the end of the day you're lacking 25 or 30 grams, sure, this is a great option. Protein powder is also a great option if you're on the go, if you need a quick, convenient source of protein. Can you take it more than once in one day? Of course. It's just protein, the same protein you get from food. When it comes to choosing the right protein powder, there really isn't right one. I like to choose one that tastes good. This brand happens to taste good. It also mixes well with my coffee, which is really important to me. I tend to recommend whey isolates over concentrates. Whey isolates tend to have less ingredients. When it comes to artificial sweeteners and stuff like that, just monitor how your body feels. We have no human data that shows that artificial sweeteners are actually harmful to the gut biome. And so if you use a protein powder or any supplement for that matter, monitor how you feel after taking it. One thing I do want to hit on is the whole nitrogen balance spiking thing that's going on in the industry. All this means is companies were inflating the numbers on the nutrition facts label when it came to the protein amount. So Google these companies before you buy from them if you're curious to make sure that what it says is actually what it contains. But when it comes down to the question of is protein powder okay? Absolutely, it's fine, but it's not magic. When it comes to weight loss, you're still gonna have to be in a caloric deficit. You're still gonna have to be prioritizing nutrient-dense foods, walking a lot, and getting stronger. But protein supplements are a great way to round out that protein goal for the day. We always wanna emphasize getting as much protein as you can from whole food sources. Just because you can take 10 scoops of this and hit your protein goal doesn't mean it's a great idea. We get a lot of other nutrients from food. And so again, this is just a supplement on top of nutrition that is congruent with the body goal that you have. So do I approve or disapprove of protein? Approve. Number 2, creatine. I get asked all the time about creatine. Should I take it? Should women take it? Is it beneficial for me? Will it hurt my kidneys? Here's the answer to all that. Creatine monohydrate is simply a molecule that we already have in our bodies. We get it from lean meats, fish, chicken, and all it does is replenish the molecule adenine triphosphate, ATP for short. ATP is the molecule that enables us to perform work, to exert force. So if you supplement creatine, all you're doing is replenishing those ATP stores a little bit faster so you can exert more force your next workout. Maybe crank out a couple more reps that you wouldn't have otherwise. And so in that context, it can help you progress with your workouts, which will therefore convert to progressing in strength, which will therefore convert to perhaps some development of new muscle tissue. There's nothing hormonal about creatine. Like I said, you already have it in your body right now. This just gives you more of it. How much should you take? Usually says on the label, 5 grams is usually the minimum dose. Usually 1 scoop is 5 grams. You can take between 5 and 10. It's fine. You can take it long term. There are no downfalls. Creatine monohydrate is one of the most studied supplements on the planet. It's something that will benefit you. There's a lot of evidence behind it. You want to use creatine monohydrate. All the other forms like phosphate, crealkaline, they're gimmicks, they're overpriced. Monohydrate will work, it's the cheapest. I like this company, they don't pay me. You just get a lot for your money and it's pure creatine monohydrate. If you wanna be really picky, look for Creapure certified on the label. Creapure is a German company that certifies for potency and purity, and a lot of companies use Creapure to certify just that. Final rating, approve. Number 3, electrolyte packets. These are really starting to boom on the market, and I'm not really sure why, other than we like things that make water taste good, which is why I take them. If you look at this, 1,000 milligrams of sodium, that's a lot of sodium. This is the chocolate flavored. I like to put it in my coffee. Most people put this stuff in their water. Here's the thing. This and this, just regular old salt, do the same thing. The only difference is this costs about 15 bucks for an entire can of it. This costs about 40 for 30 packets. Lots more bang for your buck here. You get the exact same benefits from just regular old salt. I just happen to like this brand. There's nothing unique or special about this. It's got a way fancier label, it tastes better, and therefore the consumer wants to buy it. But there is nothing advantageous about getting your electrolytes from this versus just salting your food or just throwing back a quarter teaspoon of salt to start your day like I do. Now, I will say the only reason I use this is because it makes my coffee taste better. It also makes my water taste better, but there's no advantage to me using it. So I just want to be transparent about that. So, approve or disapprove, it's up to you. For the rest of these, I'll need a special tool to determine their efficacy. Number 4, green supplements. I've used state-of-the-art technology to block the label on this popular brand. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with most or toast, and you're not supposed to rely on these to meet your needs with micronutrients. Green supplements are purported as this super nifty, super secret way to hit your micronutrient goals and get nutrients that are really hard to get through your food. Here's the thing, you can get the same benefits from a serving or two of fruits and veggies per day for a fraction of the cost. This costed around $40 for about 30 servings. If I go and buy a bag of spinach from Publix, it's about $4. I get all of the benefits, way more servings, and unlike this, it doesn't taste like
dirt flavored dirt.
Let's talk about the probiotics a lot of these common green supplements include in there. Probiotics need prebiotics to survive, and really good probiotics need a refrigerated environment to survive. We have neither here, and so basically the probiotics listed on here are just a waste of label space. It's just a bunch of dead bacteria. Let's talk about the purported cleansing or detox benefits. Your liver does that, and no external thing that you put into your body, including these, will enhance the detox or cleansing function of your liver and kidneys. You are excreting every benefit of this out of your system within minutes. Huge waste of money. And so it's no surprise when it comes to whether I approve or disapprove. Disapprove. Number 5, fat burners. As the great Ice Cube once said, I ain't finna get canceled. These ingredients sound super nifty and scientific. Let's see. Calorie burn GP, grains of paradise seed extract. That sounds like it's gonna burn some fat. Capsimax, cayenne, fruit extract. Bioperin, black pepper fruit. You gotta have the black pepper for absorbability.
Everyone knows that.
Here's what burns fat in your body. You ready for this? Input column, the amount of calories that you're consuming. Output column, the amount of calories or energy you're expending. The categories of energy expenditure are basal metabolic rate, non-exercise activity, thermic effect of food, exercise. Did you hear fat burner anywhere in there? Any of those categories? Does this make you eat more protein? Does this supplement make you walk more? Does this supplement make you stronger? Does this supplement impact your basal metabolic rate, which is impacted by your thyroid hormone, the amount of muscle tissue you have, and genetics, as well as the other 3 categories? If the answer is no, then this ain't finna burn no fat. On top of that, let's just hypothetically say that this made a very minor impact on your basal metabolic rate, for example. If you are not controlling your caloric intake, the input column, and your caloric intake is above your output column, you're not going to lose body fat, because the only way you can lose body fat is if your input column is less than your output column. If so facto, ergo, concordantly, this pill is not going to make you lose any more body fat than if you didn't take it. At the end of the day, all fat burning supplements and their ingredients are a mild stimulant. If you want that, just drink a cup of coffee. Same thing, way cheaper. This bottle is a complete waste of $35. Therefore, it is disapproved. Yeah, take that, fat burners. Number 6. Thermogenics, more like thermogenic. I noticed something a little odd when I'm reading the ingredients. They happen to be exactly like the fat burner ingredients. Caffeine anhydrous, paradoxine grains of paradise, gamma butyrobutane HCl. If you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't put it in your body. One difference of this label is the L-carnitine, which we know is completely and absolutely fucking useless. There is 1 gram of carbohydrates in here, so keto cultists beware. You don't think the supplement industry would create a slightly different product but market it completely differently just to take advantage of you, do you? Certainly not. The supplement industry always has your best interests in mind. The ingredients in this may in fact increase your body temperature, and that may in fact not have fuck all to do with your body fat loss. At the end of the day, if this doesn't contribute to the output column in any of the categories aforementioned, it's not going to make you lose body fat. And if you're taking this and your nutrition isn't congruent with fat loss, it's certainly not going to do anything. Follow us on social. I'd rather not. And so the verdict is disapprove. Number 7, and the final in our lineup, women's specific supplements. We're going to use women's multis as an example. As you can see, our state-of-the-art technology has once again blocked out the brand. I can't make this clear enough. When it comes to dietary supplements, there is no such thing as a women's specific supplement. Multivitamins are already overloaded with ingredients that you just excrete via urination a few hours later. What companies will do is see an opportunity to prey on unfortunate souls by slapping the colors pink and purple on a men's supplement and marketing it as being specific for women, when in reality, it's no better than the original. Just because something has some folate and some B vitamins in it doesn't mean that it's all of a sudden a women's specific supplement. Don't be fooled by this. If you look and see that the women's version is more expensive, you already know what they're doing. What's the verdict? Disapprove. So these are my thoughts on the top 7 supplements that are getting shoved down our throats nonstop on social media. The reality is the same few companies provide ingredients for all of these companies. Companies like Glambia Sports Nutrition provide ingredients for top companies like Kellogg's, Monster Energy, Muscle Tech, BSN, Optimum Nutrition. And so does it really matter which brand you want to try? Not really. The reality is 95% of supplements are complete and utter bullshit, and the remaining 5% are way overhyped. As the name implies, these are supplements and meant to be supplementary to a training and nutrition regimen that is congruent with the goals that you have for your body. So if you want to have a nutrition and training regimen that is so good it keeps you from ever needing to spend any money on these, check out this video. I'll see you on the other side.